Hello students, I hope you understand all the questions of exercise 6.5 up to 7 questions. Now only one question is left with this exercise, that is question number 8. That is, let us read the question, understand the statement and then we solve this question. The diagonals of a rhombus measure 16 centimeter and 30 centimeter. Find its perimeter. First of all, let us draw a diagram related to this and then we start with the question. So question is, the diagonal of the rhombus measures 16 centimeter and 30. Now, what is a rhombus? What are the properties of the rhombus? Actually, rhombus is a quadrilateral. Quadrilateral means four-sided figure. That is called the rhombus. Alright, now in rhombus there is one property that its all sides are equal. Let us suppose A, B, C, D is a rhombus. In rhombus, all the sides are similar. One thing is this one. Alright, now what is given for this? The diagonal of the rhombus measures 16 and 30 centimeter. Now the diagonals are given, sides are not given first of all. So what are the diagonals? Diagonals is a line which is we can draw with the help of opposite vertex of the quadrilateral. Opposite vertex, these are the opposite vertex, opposite points of the quadrilateral. And second diagonal is made with between A and C. We can draw with a straight line or a dotted line we can use. Alright, these two are the diagonals. Alright, we can take the straight line even or we can draw a dotted line. With the help of the scale or you can draw, or this is just a rough sketch to understand. Alright, now the diagonals of the rhombus measure 16 centimeter and 30 centimeter. It's one diagonal. Suppose AC is equal to 16 centimeter. Any diagonal we can take of different measurement. And second diagonal, suppose DB is equal to 30 centimeter. Only this thing is given. Alright, the length of this line and this line, that is the diagonals are given. Find its perimeter. Now what is the formula for the perimeter? Perimeter of rhombus is equal to, what is the formula for the perimeter? That is 4 into side, or we can say sum of all sides. Alright, similar for the square, because in square all sides are equal and in rhombus all sides are equal, or we can say sum of all sides or 4 into side. Now, for finding perimeter, it is very clear that we required side, not the diagonals. Alright, so to find out the side, how we can find out the side? We have given only diagonals. Then how it is possible then we get the sides and we can find out the value of the perimeter. Now, understand this concept. First of all, write down the property of the diagonals. As we know that diagonal of rhombus are perpendicular bisector of each other. What does it mean? As we know that diagonals of the rhombus, these are the diagonals of the rhombus, are perpendicular bisectors. Perpendicular means when these two lines cut each other, they made a 90-degree angle at each point. This is the center now where these meet. All these are the 90-degree angles. Alright, so when these two lines cut each other, they make 90-degree angle with each other. You can see here 4 triangles made. See, the one triangle is this one. Alright, suppose this point is considered as O, then we can say triangle DOC is a right angled triangle. Yes or no? All the angles we can say DOA is a right angle triangle, BOA is a right angle triangle, DOC is a right angle triangle, because in all the angles one angle is 90 degree. So this is the property first, that perpendicular means the 90 degree angle, and with the help of this property we get the right angle triangles, 4 right angle triangles. Alright, next, bisector of each other. Bisector means they cut each other in the equal parts, that these two parts are equal. This is one and this is second one. Equal. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 means these two parts are equal. So using all these properties, let us start writing. हम इनमें से कोई भी एक ट्राइंगल सपोज कर लेंगे. So from this property we get triangle DOC. That is, triangle DOC is a right angled triangle. Alright, triangle DOC is a right angle triangle. We are talking about only one triangle, in which now we required side. Alright, this is the side of the rhombus. For this, at least these two sides must be known to us. Now, using the bisector property. Now, using bisector property, DO is equal to DB divided by 2, means this is DB, complete length. Alright, this length is half of this complete length. What is the length of DB? 30 centimeter. So we can say here 30 divided by 2, we get 15 centimeter. That is only this side we are talking about up to this point. This is 15 centimeter. We can draw in a separate form this right angle triangle. That is DOC. This is that triangle we are talking about. Alright, in which this is 90 degree angle and this side is 15 centimeter. Okay, next, the second side, that is OC side. Now, OC or CO is half of AC divided by 2. What is the value of AC here? 16 centimeter. So 16 divided by 2. That is 8 centimeter. Alright. So we get the second side, that is OC. This one is 8 centimeter, or we can write here 8 centimeter. Alright. So what we observe from all these things? First of all, this is a right angle triangle. You can write D at this place. Okay. Now this is a right angle. This is one triangle of these 4. We can select any one. Alright. Now DOC is a right angle triangle. It's in a right angle triangle. Now DC side acts as hypotenuse. Alright. This side acts as perpendicular and OC acts as base. These are the roles of these sides, and we can use the Pythagoras property in this triangle. Why we use Pythagoras property? Because by using Pythagoras property we can find out the value of the H, and H here acts as the side of the rhombus. By using that length of side, we get the perimeter of the rhombus. So, by using the properties of the diagonal, diagonals are perpendicular and bisector. Perpendicular means all the triangles are at the center, they have a 90 degree. One angle is 90. So we get the right angle triangle. Bisector, using bisector property, we get the length of these sides of a right angle triangle. Now, for DOC, a right angle triangle. Okay. What we get here? Next is for DOC, for triangle DOC. Alright, H we have to find out. Alright, perpendicular is equal to what we get here? 15 centimeter. And what is the base? That is 8 centimeter. We get na? In a right angle triangle. Alright, so using Pythagoras property, what we get here? H square is equal to P square plus B square. That is H square is equal to 15 square plus 8 square. What is the value of 15 square? We get 225 plus 64. Yes or no? Alright. Now H square is equal to 289. Alright. And 289 is a perfect square of 17. It is 17 square. We can guess all these things even. As you know, 225 is a perfect square of 15. Now what is the 16 square and 17? Close to it, na? Close to it. So you get the next point. So 17 square. Therefore, by comparing these two, H, that is which side? DC side is equal to 17 centimeter. This is very important point. Alright, so H means DC. DC is equal to 17 centimeter. Now what is DC? DC is one side of the rhombus and its value is 17 centimeter. We get the side. When we find out the side, what is the value of the perimeter? 4 into side. So we get the answer that 4 into side is equal to the perimeter, and result is what we get here. Result is the perimeter of the rhombus. So after this we can find out the perimeter. Alright, and perimeter is equal to 4 into side. We can write here after this. So perimeter is equal to 4 into side. Alright, let us remove this one because this is not required. So perimeter of rhombus is equal to 4 into side. Alright, side, what is the length of the side? 17. So we get 4 into 17 centimeter. Alright, what we get from this point? We get 68 centimeter. Alright, now this is the perimeter of the required perimeter of the rhombus. So what we get from this, all these things, we can find out the perimeter of the rhombus. We can solve such kind of questions by using the properties of the rhombus. Let us one more time read the question. The diagonal of the rhombus measure 16 centimeter and 30 centimeter. Find its perimeter. Alright. What we get? What is the perimeter of the rhombus? The formula for the perimeter is 4 into side. First you draw a diagram, a rough sketch to understand. Now we required side, but the given are the diagonal. So this is very important. Property of the diagonal. As we know that the diagonals of the rhombus are perpendicular bisector of each other. So from this property we get the triangle DOC, because now these diagonals cut each other and the complete rhombus is distributed into four triangles. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4. We can select any triangle because all are right angle triangle, because the angle at the center of cut of these lines is 90 degree, because they cut at perpendicular. Now bisector means their total length is equally distributed. That is, if this length is 30, then it is distributed in 15-15. If this length is 16, then it is distributed in 8 and 8. So what we get here from bisector, we get the sides, two sides, the length of these two sides. Now we draw the triangle separately. By using the Pythagoras property, we can find out the value of BC, which is act as hypotenuse for Pythagoras. By finding this, that is 17 centimeter, multiplied with 4, we get the perimeter of the rhombus. So these kinds of questions are very important question, because they use the properties of the rhombus, they use the perimeter property, perimeter formula of the rhombus, and then the bisect property, and then the Pythagoras theorem, and so on. Now students, the key points of this chapter, that is the triangle and its properties, are, which we have already discussed. First is the sixth element of the triangle that we discuss in this chapter. 6 elements, 3 angles and 3 sides. Angle A, angle B, angle C, and sides are line segment AB, BC and CA. This we have to use for a triangle, for using the further properties. Next we discuss the median. What is a median? What is the definition of a median? As we have already discussed, median is a line that is line segment that is draw from a vertex and to the opposite side of that vertex, from vertex to its opposite side and at the middle point of the opposite side. Median is a line from a vertex to the midpoint of the opposite side. That is line segment between these 2 points, midpoint of opposite side and a vertex. There are 3 medians for a triangle. From this we can also draw at the center point. From this we can also draw at the center point. These are all the midpoints of the sides. And this center is called the centroid. So M is the midpoint of BC, L is also the midpoint of AC, L is the midpoint of AC, P is the midpoint of which side? AB. So we have 3 medians in a triangle. Next are the altitude that we have discussed. Altitude is a line, or we can say length of the triangle. If any triangle we can draw A, B, C. This is a triangle. Then what is its altitude? Altitude is a line draw from the vertex, and altitude is a perpendicular line, we have to say. Altitude is a perpendicular line. This is a perpendicular line. Why perpendicular? This make 90 degree angle with the base. So this is called the altitude. This is altitude. So in a triangle we have 3 altitude. As 3 median, similarly 3 altitude. Median is a line segment between the vertex and the midpoint of opposite side. Altitude is a perpendicular line from a vertex to the opposite side. Alright, next we discuss about the exterior angle property. Now what is exterior angle property? What is first of all exterior angle? Exterior, we have 3 exterior angle. When we extend any side, we get 1 exterior angle. Alright, so if we extend any side, what is the exterior angle property? Exterior angle property is any exterior angle. We can extend any side. any exterior angle is equal to sum of its opposite interior angles. The value of any exterior angle is equal to sum of its opposite interior angles. As we can say 1 and 2, you can see from the figure 1 and 2 are the interior angles and x is the exterior angle. Now its opposite interior angle are this. This is not the opposite one, na? These are the opposite interior angles. So we can say x is equal to 1 plus 2. So each exterior angle is equal to sum of its opposite interior angles. Next, angle sum property. What is angle sum property? We already know how many angles in a triangle? 3. So we can say by angle sum property, angle A plus angle B plus angle C is equal to 180 degree. This is angle sum property. That is sum of all the angles of a triangle is equal to 180 degree. This is angle sum property. Now Pythagoras property, as we have already done, Pythagoras property is used for the right angle triangle. So in a right angle triangle, one angle is always of 90 degree. Alright, 90 degree. So this acts as hypotenuse, this side acts as perpendicular, and this is base. Alright, so what is the value of by using Pythagoras properties? H square is equal to P square plus B square. That is hypotenuse square is equal to perpendicular square plus base square. The 90 degree angle always made between perpendicular and base, and H, that is hypotenuse, is the longest side. So Pythagoras property is only used for the right angle triangle. So I hope you understand the complete chapter, the key points of the chapter. You must go through all the key points and then complete all the exercise of this chapter.